So, of all the crazy headlines and drama that occurred this college football offseason, none were more so impactful than the talks of college football realignment. And even today, during the season, the headline that's sure to dominate the college football news feeds is the one surrounding a long-standing rivalry within college football, Bedlam, between the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Oklahoma Sooners, and how that rivalry is going to be put on hold for the foreseeable future once the Oklahoma Sooners and Texas Longhorns make the move from the Big 12 to the SEC. Today, we need to discuss the implications of what this means, what this rivalry holds, but also the greater implications for college football as a whole, and one of the reasons college football is unique amongst sports. Before we can, as always, y'all know the drill. I need to hear from you. Hop down to the comments, give me a Y for yes, N for no. Are you sad to see this rivalry go? And let me know what you're thinking. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification as I do constant college football content. We are so close to 15,000 subscribers, and I'd love to have you a part of this awesome community. If you enjoyed this, be sure to like and comment down below. Those interactions are truly massive. But having said all that, let's jump right into this. And we're going to start with what this means for these two programs, because this is a rivalry that's been going back for generations, well over 100 years. These teams have met, and every year it provides fireworks for these fan bases to talk about who's going to be able to come out on top. Oklahoma State and Oklahoma are the two dominant programs in the state of Oklahoma, so it's been something that if you're a resident of Oklahoma or even a die-hard college football fan, that you look forward to every single year. One of the things I talk about a lot on this channel, and deservedly so, are the implications of rivalries, both in recruiting when the game happens, because in college football, a lot of the times when these rivalries occur, you can take whatever conventional wisdom there is going into that game and throw it out the window. I mean, emotion runs high, and it's one of the things that make college football must-see. Because when we take a step back and evaluate what makes college sports different, well, there are several different things. You have these long-standing traditions, and on top of that, you have people that are actually invested in these rivalries, people that went to school there, people that live in that state, giving college football an enhanced sense of tribalism, and not just college football, but college athletics in general. College football just seems to be the dominating force of them all. So within college athletics, you have this feeling of tribalism that's very tough to rival in other sports. And whenever we talk about these rivalries, that tribalism is at an all-time high. And so, yes, this is something that whenever the conference realignment talk started, many of us came to expect, that the landscape of college football would look different, and inevitably, some of these rivalries would go by the wayside, because the one constant in life, and certainly in college football, is change. Now, what does this mean for these two programs? Well, unfortunately, both ADs have talked and said that, well, they'd like to continue this, but given the fact that they're no longer going to be in each other's conference, and the way these schedules are made in college football, that they are made so far in advance, for the foreseeable future, it's going to be next to impossible for these two programs to continue this historic and storied rivalry, which really is a shame if you're an Oklahoma fan, if you're an Oklahoma State fan, or if you're just a real big fan of college football, because that's something we all look forward to, is these rivalry games. Now, as always, there are two sides to every story, and as unfortunate as it is that we're going to not see this Bedlam rivalry continue, if you're someone that lives in the state of Texas, or you're a fan of A&M or the Texas Longhorns, you're looking at this situation sympathetic, understanding the implications of a rivalry ending, but also you're excited for the future. Not saying that Oklahoma State or Oklahoma isn't, but if you're Texas or Texas A&M, the flip side of this story is the rivalry that you once had is about to be reignited, and we're about to see a rivalry within the state of Texas really come to the forefront of college football, which is awesome for the sport. I bring that up to point our attention to this fact, that whenever these conference realignment moves happen, rivalries will die, new rivalries will be created, and old ones will be reignited. That's all kind of playing into this theme that change is inevitable. It's going to happen, but not always for the worst, not always for the best, but sometimes we need to see where this change takes us. So as unfortunate as it is that the Oklahoma State and Oklahoma rivalry is going to be put on hold for the foreseeable future, now we get to see new rivalries form right in front of our very eyes. And it is going to be tough not having those old ones, but there also is something really powerful and intriguing about thinking what rivalries could take their places. And in the sense of the Texas Longhorns and Texas A&M Aggies, you're sitting there looking at the situation, very excited to reignite that rivalry that was once so powerful, and I think a lot of college football fans are excited to see that as well. Hop down to the comments, let me know what you're thinking about this, because as big of a deal as this is for Oklahoma and Oklahoma State, there's a larger point to discuss here. Why college football is so unique, the tribalism that these traditions have created, but in light of that, we also need to look forward as to what new traditions will be created because of these moves. Can't wait to hear from y'all. Hop down in the comments, let me know what you're thinking. That's it. See ya.